What's the conversation with the consumer when you're making that handoff to an agent? How do you set that up?
Yeah, that's a great question. Everybody's different. I always mirror and match each client and customer that I do speak with. But one of the things that I reiterate in my conversations is here's what our team can do for you and really get them to know that we are a team. It's not me. And so when I do transfer it over to the agent, they've got a great idea of what we do collectively as a team and that they're going to be connected with an agent that's going to be a great fit for them for what their needs are.
Yeah. And what's the expectation that you set as far as how soon they'll hear from the agent or, when that happens?
Yeah, and that's probably the biggest piece there. We do have a system where we nudge our agents and we encourage them to make that introductory call or text message right away, especially if the appointment's 4 or 5 days from now. Hello, welcome, and hey, I'm so excited to meet with you. Get a little bit more information, dig a little bit deeper. So that's what our expectations are. And I will say that if the agent doesn't do that and continue that relationship right away, people tend to fall off the radar. But we do have systems in place to help our agents to reach out in various different ways and to continue that communication, that ongoing with the customer.
Yeah, I'll say right now we have our policy is 24 hours. Within 24 hours of setting that appointment, the agent number one way is video message or call them, build rapport themselves, look at all the notes Christine wrote, the details, because we don't want to look like we're not communicating and we want to be professional. But we also, after an appointment, our policy is 10 a.m. the next day after the appointment, they have to update their notes. So we know in the system. So we know how it went, da da da. But what we found when they're not calling like right away, and I think we should talk about this as a team until the next day after you set an appointment, or even 3 days, 4 days, they're not calling or introducing themselves and showing that they're excited to meet with them. Our conversion ratios went way down and our set to met ratios went way down too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super important for it to, the communication to be strong,
Mhm.
really strong at the beginning and continue to be strong throughout. These consumers, maybe talking to lots of agents, maybe, you gotta cement that.
Right. And one of the other things we changed, we used to say, one of my listing partners or one of our buyer's agents will meet you. Now we say, and even when, we're talking, taking the call and calling them back, my business partner, Christine, isn't she awesome? My business partner, Joe, will be calling you. So we're all in business together. And I think that elevates everybody from buyer's agent, listing agent.